In the 1977 baseball season, there was a player on the Minnesota Twins who had one of the greatest seasons of all time. Of course, there's probably hundreds of them, hundreds of ball players who have had great seasons. But this season was unique. His name is Rod Carew. Ken Arzone here, Vista, California, Monday, March 24th, 2025. What did Rod Carew do in the 1977 season? I'm looking at it. He went 5 for 5. What do I mean? 5 categories that I like. He did it. 100 runs scored, 200 hits, 100 RBIs, 300 batting average, 300 total bases. Rod Carew, way to go. Let's look at it. 155 games. By the way, he's 31 years old. He's in his prime. 616 at bats. He gets 128 runs scored. Not only breaks 100, but goes 128. I like it. 239 hits. That's top 10 all time as far as hits in a season. I need to look it up. Let's look that up. I believe there's 10 other guys who have more hits in a season, but Rod Carew, 239? All right, let's see here. If I pull it up on Baseball Reference and go to single season, I've got it right here. Here are the guys. Ichiro Suzuki, 262. George Sisler, 257. Lefty O'Doul, 254. Bill Terry, 254. Okay, that's 4 guys. Al Simmons, 253. Roger Hornsby, 250. Chuck Klein, 250. Ty Cobb, 248. George Sisler, 246. So he's twice over 230 or over 240. Ichiro Suzuki, he does it twice. Babe Herman's in there, 241. Henny Manouche, 241. Wade Boggs, 240. Jesse Burkett, 240. Darren Erstad got 240. How about that guy? And then Rod Carew, 239. Did I say top 10? How many guys have more hits in a season than the 1977 season for Rod Carew? All right, I've got to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 13. So, Rod Carew, top 14 greatest hits in a season of all time. 13 other guys had more. How would you like to be in that company among 15,000 baseball players? Rod Carew goes 239 in hits in 1977. Whoa, what a year. 38 doubles, 16 triples, 14 homers, and he gets 100 RBIs on the nose. I've been asking for it. His 11th season, and he goes 100 RBIs. Thanks, Rod. 23 stolen bases, 69 walks. Listen to this batting average. 388. Now, let's ask the question here. Where does that rank among the greatest batting average seasons of all time? Is that top 15? I know there's a lot of guys who have done 400. And then there's some guys in the 390s. But how about Rod Carew going 388? All right. To devote this special video to Rod Carew's excellent 1977 season, let's go to the top batting averages of all time in a single season. Okay? And let's see where Rod Carew ended up. Batting average, single season. I've got it here. I'm pretty good at this, at pulling it up very quickly. Rod Carew's 388. Yeah, there's been a lot of guys that have done 400. You start with Hugh Duffy's 440, and then you go with guys in the like Tip O'Neill had a 435. At Nap Lajoie 426. Willie Keeler had a 424. So did Hornsby. And then you get guys like Sisler, Cobb, Sam Thompson. They're all in the 400s. Jesse Burkett had 400. Joe Jackson, George Sisler again, Ted Williams. You go down the list. Some of these guys have multiple 400 hit seasons, like Ed Delonte, Roger Hornsby, Ty Cobb. All had 3 of them. You got on the list. Cap Hansen was in the 390s. You had Lefty O'Doul. Harry Heilman's in the 390s. Even Babe Ruth had a 393. How about that? Tony Gwynn had a 394. Harry Heilman. Al Simmons had a 390. And then you get the George Brett had a 390. Tris Speaker, 389. Billy Hamilton and Rod Carew right there, 388. So he's in top 30 greatest batting average seasons of all time is 1977. 388. Woo! Too bad it wasn't 400. That could have been the year of 400. I think I read about Rod Carew that he was on that pace, but then he had a couple weeks where he kind of fell off a little bit, and then it went down to 388. If he hadn't had some of those missed opportunities, he could have been a 400 batting average season. That would have been wonderful to see. He goes 449 on base. Woo! 570 slugging. That's his first time over 500. And then he goes 351 total bases. I told you my 5 for 5, right? 100 runs scored in a season. Rod Carew, 128. 200 hits. Rod Carew, 239. 100 RBIs. Rod Carew, 100 exactly. 300 batting average or better. Rod Carew, 388. And 300 or more total bases. Rod Carew, 351. Props. What a year. I find no faults in that year. He only struck out 55 times. He had 616 at-bats. So his ratio of strikeouts per at-bats was very low. He had 69 walks. What a year. The 1977 season for Rod Carew. And to top it off, his 6th batting title. Good hitter. You know what I'm going to do after I'm done reviewing all his seasons? I got to go all through 1985. That's last season. When I'm done, I'm going to do a recap video on Rod Carew, and I'm going to rank him among the great hitters of the past. Pure hitting. Okay. Next video, the 1978 season for Rod Carew. I'm out.